The most stylish woman at every World Cup watch party is never the one in a jersey. She is the one who turned a flag into an outfit nobody else thought of. Welcome to Still That Woman. I'm Simone. Today, Senegal faces France, and I'm showing you 5 ways to wear both flags with elegance, comparing the two countries side by side in every category: color and clothing, footwear, accessories, hair, and the complete look that pulls everything together. Stay with me for that last one, because it pulls a few centuries of style history into a single outfit, and most people watching will not see it coming. Number 1. Color and clothing. Start with what the colors actually mean, because Senegal and France did not choose these by accident. Senegal's flag is green, yellow, and red with a small green star at the center. Green stands for Islam and for hope, yellow for wealth and for the country's literary and artistic tradition, red for the sacrifice that bought independence, and the star for unity. These are also the Pan-African colors, shared with nations like Ghana and Ethiopia, which is its own kind of pride. Senegalese fashion turns those meanings into volume. The grand boubou is the centerpiece, a flowing robe with wide sleeves, made in bazine, a heavily starched fabric pressed to a sharp sheen, or in bold wax print. Here's a detail most people skip. Statement sleeves are having a real moment in West African design rooms this year, so don't be shy about volume at the shoulder. For this match, picture an emerald boubou with gold embroidery at the neckline, a saffron underlayer peeking through the sleeve, and a slim red wrap sash at the waist. Two-piece sets are trending right now as well, so a yellow brocade top with a green wrap skirt works just as well for a more modern silhouette. France's flag is blue, white, and red. Blue represents liberty, white stands for equality and peace, red for fraternity, and together they carry the spirit of the revolution. Dry humor. French style in 2026 is not about wearing the colors loudly, it's about wearing them with restraint. A navy funnel neck jacket, the directional alternative to the trench that Parisian women are reaching for this year, layered over a crisp white shirt or a simple Breton top with dark tailored denim underneath. One red detail, a scarf or a belt, and nothing else. If you want a single trend nod, work in the polka dot print that's everywhere this season, on a blouse hem or a thin scarf knotted at the neck. That's the entire French philosophy compressed into 3 colors. Here's the contrast worth noticing. Senegal builds polish by layering and adding. France builds it by editing down to almost nothing. Both women in the room look equally put together. They just arrived from opposite directions. Number 2. Footwear. Senegalese footwear traditionally pairs with the boubou in flat embellished slip-ons, often leather or beaded, sitting low so the fabric of the gown does the talking. That tradition of beautifully detailed sandals goes back generations, sometimes finished with delicate beadwork at the strap that nods to older ceremonial styles, worn alongside gold bangles that catch the light with every step. The modern update keeps that same humility but adds metallic finishes, a gold or bronze block heel sandal that elevates without competing with an already rich outfit. French footwear leans toward the ballet flat and the loafer. The ballet flat in 2026 has a sharper point and a more luxurious texture than the basic version, and the loafer brings what stylists are calling a left-bank bohemian intellectual energy that pairs with the season's preppy revival. Suede in a soft caramel or oxblood does the job better than patent ever could. Espadrilles step in for warmer days. Every option follows one rule: low heel, high polish. Playful. Notice what's happening at the feet. Senegal keeps the shoe quiet on purpose, so the gown stays the star. France makes the shoe do a little more of the talking because there's less fabric around it competing for attention. Warm. Pause right here for a second, because the next category is the one people end up screenshotting. While you're here, tap like, tell me in the comments which country's category you'd wear first, and subscribe so the next one lands in your feed automatically. Number 3. Accessories. Senegalese jewelry has one of the richest accessory traditions on the continent, built on gold filigree, a technique of pulling gold into impossibly thin wire and twisting it into lace-like forms. The classic piece, called a kostine, carries 3 pendants, one large centerpiece flanked by 2 smaller ones, paired with bangles and even toe rings. Pieces like this are often passed down rather than bought new, which is part of why they carry so much weight. This comes from a centuries-old culture called sanse, the Wallop word for dressing up as a statement of self-worth rather than vanity. Proud, wearing a modern, simplified version of that filigree today is wearing inherited confidence. French accessories work in smaller, smarter doses, a silk scarf doubling as a belt, a top handle on the bag instead of a shoulder strap, a pillbox hat for the rare occasion she wants a headline piece. This season especially, the scarf is doing triple duty: neck, bag handle, and even tied through a ponytail. The thread running through every French accessory choice right now is restraint, with one loud exception, usually in scarlet or burgundy. Reflective. One wears history, the other wears versatility. Senegal's gold carries generations in a single piece. France's scarf does 3 jobs in one afternoon. Different definitions of getting your money's worth. Number 4. Hair. Senegalese twists, sometimes called rope twists, actually originate from Senegal and remain one of the most worn protective styles in the world. Low maintenance, lasting for weeks, and versatile enough to wear loose, in a bun, or half up, often finished with a few gold cuffs threaded along the plait for a more festive occasion. For ceremonial elegance, the moussor headtie, traditionally racked into a tall, conical shape, gets a modern translation as a structured turban in one of the flag's 3 colors, worn with the twists swept up underneath. French hair right now is described by stylists working Paris Fashion Week as effortless luxury, undone texture that still looks expensive, never overworked. Paris runway shows this season, Chloe and Isabelle Marant among them, leaned into that exact tousled texture. Think a loose chignon with a few pieces pulled out, or the French bob making its rounds again, the same soft, slightly imperfect wave that made Bardot and Birkin icons decades ago and still reads as chic today. Same goal again, opposite execution. Senegal builds height and structure into the hair as part of the formality. France removes structure on purpose so it looks like she didn't try. And lastly, number 5, the complete look. This is where it all comes together and where I want your full attention. Senegal's moment right now is happening at Dakar Fashion Week, which just staged its latest edition on the Atlantic. Designer Adama Paris sending models walking on fishing boats instead of a runway. That's the energy to channel. Picture the emerald grand boubou with gold embroidery, the saffron underlayer at the sleeve, a kostine-style gold necklace layered with bangles at the wrist, twists swept up into a structured moussor in the flag's 3 colors, and metallic block-heel sandals underneath. Every piece we covered worn at once, the whole look reading as generations of Senegalese culture distilled into one match-day outfit, with an unmistakable sense that she already knows the room is hers before she walks in. France's moment pulls from the sharper, more sculptural direction French style is taking this year, a return to 1980s tailoring. A navy blazer with real shoulder structure, dark tailored trousers, a crisp white shirt underneath, a silk scarf knotted loosely at the neck, pointed ballet flats, and a top-handle bag in burgundy doing the one loud thing the rest of the outfit refuses to do. Hair stays undone on purpose, a look that could walk from the office straight into a Paris brasserie without changing a single piece. That contrast, sharp tailoring against soft hair, is the entire French trick. 2 completely different fashion languages, Same result, a woman who looks like she belongs exactly where she's standing. That's Senegal versus France. Next time, England faces Croatia, and one of those two flags is notoriously difficult to wear with any real elegance at all. I'll show you exactly how it's done. I'm Simone, this is Still That Woman, and we're just getting started.